Good evening everyone and welcome to the Wonderful Wild Women and Women's Trad Fest film night celebrating International Women's Day. And what a year it's been. My name's Sarah Gerrish and I am the founder of the Wonderful Wild Women community here in Cumbria. The community is all about inspiring and providing opportunity for women of all ages, experiences and abilities to access the outdoors, taking part in various different types of activities, which include social walks, runs, swimming and all host of other different things, and provide an opportunity to just show up and get involved and meet like-minded people.
And hi there, I'm Gilly McArthur and I'm part of the Team HQ for Wonderful Wild Women here in Cumbria, and I'm also one of the directors of the Women's Trad Fest. So the Women's Trad Festival is a trad climbing festival held in the UK, and although it says women in it, actually all ages and genders and abilities are welcome. Our aim is to help beginners transition from indoor to outdoor climbing, and to support women in outdoor leadership and to help create a supportive network for female climbers. Underpinning everything that the Women's Trad Fest does is on our three core values of sustainability, accessibility and mental well-being. So Sarah and I met on the banks of Windermere about 5 years ago, and we were both semi-nude away to go for a swim, and it was about that time that the Women's Trad Fest and Wonderful Wild Women were founded.
So we've known each other a while.
A wee while.
And tonight we've got 3 films for you to see. The running time will be approximately an hour, so we hope you enjoy it.
As we're based in Cumbria, 2 of the films have got a Cumbrian flavour to them, and the other film is the film about the Trad Fest. So the first film that you're away to see is called Zero, and it was shot a wee while ago by 2 filmmakers, and it's really celebrating what a few of us in the community got up to in the winter to do with wild swimming in icy waters. I was raising money for Crisis, the homeless charity, and the guys came to follow me at different locations throughout Cumbria, raising money and holding that vigil to the cold for Crisis. And action!
Yeah, we messed up a bit there, sorry. And the second film is I Am a Fellrunner by Jessie, Leong and Jullie Carter. Fellrunning is more than just a sport. It's an identity that requires self-reliance and the ability to navigate in all sorts of different weathers. You're racing over rough terrain, which can be tough but intensely rewarding. So Fellrunning is rooted in the mountains of Cumbria. And through poem and spoken word, I Am a Fellrunner explores the way in which one woman is defined as a fellow runner in the place where she belongs. So Jullie Carter is a fellow runner, and she's a writer, an educator and mind coach who enjoys creative collaborations that aim to connect with a wider audience through poetry and spoken word. Jessie Leong is a photographer, a writer and a filmmaker who partners as a photographer actually at the Women's Trad Festival. And her work explores some of the world's most rugged crags, mountains on foot. I'm a Fellrunner is her second award-winning film, and many of the community here in Cumbria, the Wild Women community, love running, and we're very much involved with the Fellrunning world, and this was a massive favourite here at HQ and the wider community.
And the last film that you're going to see tonight is a film called Over the Edge. So to celebrate 5 years of the Women's Trad Fest, Rab commissioned a film company called Coldhouse to make a film. When Rab said that they wanted to film the organisers of the festival, we were a bit taken aback. Little did we know how incredible the journey would be. Having the opportunity to climb together as a crew was something that we have sacrificed a lot of our climbing over the summer to organise the festival. So it was a really amazing experience to be involved with the film. Watching the film back again, it takes us back to long summer days climbing with friends, the excitement of the last festival and the wonderful community around us. We really hope that it brings others to the same joy and happiness, as well as providing a little bit of inspiration to get out onto the dry rock this spring.
So we hope you enjoy the films and our little slice of Cumbria.
And we really hope that you enjoy the Over the Edge film. So we'll see you
in an hour.
In an hour.
Chomolungma, Sagarmatha, Kanchenjunga, Dhoolagiri, Annapurna, Machu Picchu, inhaling the breath of giants, listening to the grind of their rocky innards, and watching the flow of their tears of ice. I am too small to sing their giant songs and reach inside myself for the ease of my own hills. In the Himalayan dawn, all I yearn to see is the dance of morning light on Blencathra's ridges, and all I long to feel is the push of Skidaw's gusts and thirst for the taste of dewy fell water as I strain to listen for the call of a friendship of geese flying over Derwentwater past my window. These things so far away are closer than my skin. I am a Fellrunner, 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 I am a Fellrunner. I am a Fellrunner, and all I want to do is run and run into the night and into the day, and feel the wind on my chest and the rain on my face and the constant movement of me through air and air through me, to breathe and ask for more breath. With a glutton's appetite I will eat up the ground and drink in the air as wind blows through my sedge-like hair. My bones are stones, my blood is rain-made puddle mud, my mind streams noisy, rushing, undammable, clear crystal streams running, running, running. All I want to do is run. All I want to do is run. Dale Head, I spy Maiden Moor. Cat bells ring out my song and claim me back. I am a Fellrunner, running, running, running my way back in. All the creatures of Dreamtime go back in at the place that sang them into being. I am being, I am running, I am running, I am a Fellrunner. And all I want to do is run. The Dreamtime Fellrunner will run back in to the fell.
Oh yeah, we did so much stuff. Yeah. It's about day 180, isn't it?
Day 364.
No, it's day 364.
We're not starting again tomorrow.
Can we not? Can we
not?
No, I did it.
The end. No more.
We're done. It's easy to forget when you're so engrossed in the detail of spreadsheets and set up and all of that stuff, to forget that this is about getting women into getting outside. So welcome to Women's Tradfest 2019. So my name's Gilly McArthur and I'm one of the organisers of the Tradfest. We live in a world which is fast food and ready-made and flat-packed, and people want a quick hit of stuff. And trad climbing is completely the opposite of that. It takes time, it takes trust. The other 3 organisers of the festival are here. We've got Charlie Lou.
We've always had kind of 3 main aims with the festival, and those are kind of helping beginners transition from indoor climbing to outdoor climbing, supporting women in the outdoor industry, and creating a network of female climbers.
And we've got Hetty.
But I think that's where Women's Trad Festival is really important, because we're not just teaching people how to kind of place anchors and climb and lead.
We've got Ellie Fuller.
One of the reasons we do it is for our 5-year-ago selves, essentially, who wanted this community and didn't know how to find it.
So we're about to go and climb Dream of White Horses.
I never really had like a draw to a route, and then this was like, this to me was, it felt like a kind of rite of passage as a climber.
You can kind of walk around the corner and you can look at the whole wall. Feels pretty committing. You know that once you're down there, you have to be able to climb back out again.
For a long time, I think I thought it was about climbing hard enough, climbing, you know, a certain grade, but I don't think it's about that. I think it's just loving it. I think it's not feeling like I should chase grades and level and, you know, harder, faster, stronger. But that doesn't mean I can't be a climber.
Yeah.
It's really good for us to get out of our comfort zones. We're so used to trying to stay in them, and actually you learn so much about yourself.
I'm really excited. A bit nervous, but really excited. Yeah, be happy when I've abseiled. Off we go.
For me, this is like quite a big step to try and lead. It's about managing how far you go out your comfort zone and who with.
Feeling positive that we've just abseiled past quite a lot of big holes.
Yeah, and like, give it a go.
Yeah,
I'm psyched to give it a go.
Amazing day. So.
The sun has come out.
And we're basically the only people here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways that you can climb a route. You can climb it with your body, or you can climb it with your mind, or you can climb it with a bit of both.
Trad is short for traditional climbing, and it's a style of climbing where you start at the bottom and climb to the top, placing all your own gear to protect you in case you fall, and then the gear is taken out by your climbing partner coming up behind you. It's very much a British thing. It's also often perceived as more dangerous, and it is definitely more adventurous, and I think everyone else thinks we're a bit crazy, but it definitely doesn't have to be dangerous if you know what you're doing.
Ascend the White Crack for 5 metres. The Cromlech is in Llanberis Pass. The route that I'm going to do, Cemetery Gates, it's striking and imposing for Britain. I've been in the past with lots of American friends and they're like, so where is it? And you're like, it's there. And they're like, we can't even, is that it? But when you get up close to it, it looks like an open book. Everything just seems bigger and quite intimidating actually, seeing as I haven't climbed for quite a long time. Am I fine? Yeah, and you're okay, darling. Okay, here we go. Start offloading some of this gear. So So I had a rock climbing accident in Utah a couple of years ago, and I was climbing a route that was not quite but nearly at my limit, and my foot popped and I slipped and I hit the rock and I broke my ribs and I broke my back. And so in terms of an edge, after that I had a very hard edge, which was the trad climbing, lead trad climbing is crazy. And every quark, every single atom in my body was going, do not lead, don't lead. It's totally crazy. What we all do is that if something is scary, we don't look at it and we put it in a box and we build a wall behind it. And we often don't sit with the uncomfortableness because it's not nice.
Oh dear.
But if you sit in the uncomfortableness, you can grow from that, and that's amazing.
I'm a bit nervous about the next bit. Fuck. Oh my gosh.
I'm not quite sure what happened, but I guess this is the nature of trad climbing.
Yeah. It's about doing something adventurous and doing something fun, but doing it in a safe way. It's like why you put gear in, so that if you fall off, then you're fine.
I guess it's part of the learning experience. Not keen to repeat it too soon.
There's going to be amazing times and there's going to be really dark times. And we can't hold on to either of those two because they will be gone like that.
Good morning. Yeah, it works. Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me at the back?
So the festival isn't just about climbing. We also have 3 core values that are really important to us. They are sustainability, mental well-being and accessibility. So sustainability, there's just no way that we could be holding an event without considering the environment and our human impact on it. And it's just basically about encouraging this mindset that it is possible to run a festival without very much waste. Mental well-being, the 4 of us organisers feel really passionately about the power of being active in the outdoors and being around supportive people.
Is there anyone here who's this will be their first time trad climbing? When you're out on the crags today, just give each other a wee smile, because I think that it's really important that we're actually building communities that are together rather than looking at the reasons why we want to pull each other apart.
The 3rd value is accessibility. So trad climbing is really not that easy to get into. The kit's expensive, so is instruction, and it's often regarded with some fear.
Part of the reason why the Peak District is just amazing for learning to trad climb is because you've got a range of crags from 10 metres up to 30 metres. It's great for beginners. The rock is like super solid, so it means that you don't have to worry about holds coming off or that kind of thing.
You can come to the festival with nothing, with no kit, and you get paired with a leader who will show you what it's all about for the whole weekend.
they're teaching me stuff that I don't know, and it's been really refreshing to like get a new source of information from someone that you don't know.
When the door is open, that's a great moment just to take it instead of just to question it and just step over it and go, okay, I'll give this a try.
Yeah, nice, come on.
If you've constantly got somebody that you know is more experienced than you, who's always doing it for you, you need to at some point learn those skills, because otherwise you're always going to be relying on other people, and if you do find yourself in a situation, then you'll be really, really stuck.
You know, a lot of it is around just giving yourself permission to try.
And it's so difficult when you're older as a beginner to find people to climb with, because people are younger, they're fitter, you know, I've got arthritis, and you know, you feel a bit inadequate. So coming somewhere like this, you know, and I realised there's a lot of older climbers actually. I wasn't on my own at all. Yeah.
It's just really heartening to see this many people want to learn and this many people want to be part of something that gives them this space.
That's what it's about. It's about starting those kind of partnerships and friendships of people that can go out and keep climbing.
So, it's day 2 and we're back on the wall.
It's a slightly different experience today. I'm aiming for a much more positive crossing. We'll go with that and try and enjoy it, because it's beautiful and we do this for fun after all.
Everyone can appreciate what a really good day out and a really bad day out is like.
No one comes to Coldhouse this early.
It's really early.
Perfect British trad.
What you need is a little sheen of rainwater on every hold. Splash with a bit of salty mist and we're all good.
That's what you have to get used to trad climbing. You spend a lot of time drinking tea or sitting in the car and looking at the rain. If you want to climb in Britain, that's just something that you have to contend with, that the weather isn't often perfect.
The good news is there's tiramisu in the back of the car. Climbing films and stuff that people see is that it all looks really easy and joyous. The reality is that quite often climbers, trad climbing, like you feel scared and you don't want to do it and you're really hoping it rains because you actually don't want to get on this route.
There's not that many people necessarily actually going outside. Some people actually just want to go and boulder inside.
So Northwest Passage is this beautiful long route on Castle Helen. You have to ab down right to the sea and you build a hanging belay right above the waves.
I carried on trad climbing because I began to sort of understand a little bit more about it taking you to beautiful places, but also the sort of relationship that you have not only with the rock, but with the person that you're climbing with.
We've made it to the hanging belay and it's really wet, and you can tell a good sea cliff climb when you get down here, and already Ellie's soaking wet.
I've got waves bigger than I thought they were going to be. Look at that sea. This is what it is about, getting wave washed at the bottom of the route.
Even if people see it as kind of like a slightly crazy thing, like people are interested in it and people want to give it a go.
You're outside, you drop down into a different state, and it's giving people an extended period of time to just be.
Where you can channel your fear into this flow state and nothing else exists really. You're just in this moment and there's only that tiny edge that you're holding.
There's just this appreciation for being outdoors and enjoying it. That kind of unites people in a really nice way.
You got me, yeah?
There's a real trust there, you know, when you're climbing with someone. It's like that safety and that understanding and that I'm looking after you and you're looking after me.
You got me.
So we've just finished pitch 3, which is the one that Hetty had a couple of issues with yesterday. I'm actually feeling very nervous about pitch 4 as well, but I'm also quite hungry, so it might be hunger more than nerves. But what I'm quite happy about is that the pitch seems to have quite a lot of chalk on it, which means that hopefully I should know where I'm going.
Because I've always experienced a lot of fear when I'm climbing, I have to like rationalize it, and it's like, does it make sense to be scared right now? It's about approaching risk in kind of a sensible way, even though it's terrifying. It's kind of very rewarding.
Like, tricky, but always okay once you just figure it out. And just like such cool moves, like cool rockovers, awkward corners, and that's where I feel this is what it's supposed to be like. So good. Such a good route. So good. Like, it says it's the best pitch in Gogarn, and like I think it is. Nice, Johnny! Woo!
Oh, that was amazing. I forgot how good the final pitch is. Okay.
Oh my god, it's my turn.
Women's only events scare me. So it's really funny how I'm now one of the organisers of a women's predominantly climbing event. It still baffles me.
The reason why it's women's is because we want to support those that feel like a more kind of female-led environment helps them.
I think there's some women who seeing a crag full of women gives them the confidence to go, actually I am going to try and lead, or actually I am going to give this a go, when otherwise they might have felt like they wouldn't have done that.
Women's Trad Festival is about enabling people to connect and create a community.
There's a lot of really psyched women out there that are wanting to learn to do this sport.
You know, we're still working with that original vision for the festival. I feel like we're growing it and creating it as a community, and hopefully we'll continue to do that over the years.
What happened at the last relay?
I got lost.
So basically Hetty got too excited. She was just enjoying climbing so much that she just kept going straight past the relay.
And action.
So thank you for joining us as we've watched those films together. I hope it's really not too much longer until we can all kind of be together again and outside in some of our favourite places.
If you're interested in finding out any more about the Wonderful Wild Women community or the Women's Trad Festival and our Climbers Like Me series, then you can find us on our social media or on our websites. The websites are Wonderful Wild Women and Women's Trad Fest.
So we're off for a brew. I actually think it's probably going to be something a bit stronger.
Yeah.
After that. So thanks very much to the filmmakers for use of the films, and hope you all have a wonderful spring. Also a massive thank you to our Merry Mountain Men who are always there supporting and partnering with us on our adventures. We love you all lots.
Happy International Women's Day.
Have a great day everyone.
Bye.
Bye.